I'm fairly confident now. I think our athletes are performing better, partly due to what we've done, but obviously a lot because of their efforts and the efforts of their coaches and support people.
The IWAS Games was also huge for sprinter Kate Horan. Kate had struggled with injury through most of 2007. She was just starting to come right, but had no idea how she'd perform on the world stage.
5 days of competition is the longest I've ever had to compete, sort of day after day. And the adrenaline, every morning you wake up with butterflies in your stomach.
She scored bronze against her two main rivals and reclaimed her world record in the 400 metres. Since then, Kate has gone on to break the world 800 metres record, unofficially. She's also recorded personal bests in the 100 and 200 metres, the events she'll compete in at Beijing. Sophie Pascoe is a relative newbie to international competition. She'll be experiencing her first Paralympics if she's selected to go to Beijing. Based on her form to date, she's a likely pick.
Sophie trains here at QE2 Pool under coach Rolly Crichton. Sophie, a quietly spoken teenager, brought back a swag of medals from Taiwan and is pushing it even harder this year with Beijing in mind.
Sophie knows after the Christmas break she'll be working damned hard. She'll be coming into the program doing 45 Ks a week to 50, which is a long way, swimming twice a day most days, and also having 1 day rest. So she's in for a very, very hard time to get the best out of her. But at the same time, we've got to remember she's 14, so you've got to balance it.
Rolly pushes me, but everyone else, like mum and dad and just the rest of the family, has helped me so much, like with support. And I just give 100% every time in the water, and that's all I can do.
One issue for Sophie is getting enough race time. She's talented, but she needs to compete as often as she can, using each experience as training.
She can race about every second weekend in an able-bodied meet, whereas if you waited for just a disabled meet to race, and you might get 2 or 3 of them a year if you're lucky, and it just hinders the progress, whereas you can race all year round, able-bodied. The kids have obviously, who you're racing against in her own age, have got all limbs, so she has to try harder. So it's been a great thing for her.
Sophie's success in Taipei, winning 4 golds, earned her additional funding from PNZ. That meant she could engage coach Rolly Crichton to train with her 6 days a week. Sophie's a strong medal prospect, so PNZ is giving her every support leading up to Beijing.
We had a huge plan last year, which was England, Visa Meet, England, and then IWAS. They were our 2 major meets, and we were able to go to them, peak for them. There was no, or if we could get funding, it was you're going. If you need it, you're there. And that's what happened, and that's where her success and another step in her development came from.
So we're looking at everything, because at Beijing, the difference between gold and who cares could be huge. And we need to make sure there's a little, every nth detail has been covered off. It's exciting, you know, it's fun. And I think the athletes and coaches are really picking up on this and saying, hey, this isn't just some bizarre exercise PNZ's putting us through. At the end of the day, there's huge benefit for us. And once they grasp that, and they embrace it and they take it on board, then the things start to happen.
The amazing thing about these elite athletes is the lengths they'll go to make things happen. Whether it's finding a new coach or planning what events they're going to go to, or in the case of Jane Parsons, even moving cities. Hello!
Hi.
Stop!
How are you?
Hi!
Jane, it's Curtis.
Hi! Hi Jane! Hey Melissa!
Hi, how are you?
Meeting you here.
I've just been doing some training myself.
Oh, righty,
Yeah. Wow, Jane, you've certainly made some big changes in your life. How's it all working out?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, living down here in Christchurch it's really good. Some good hills here and good training place.
Jane Parsons has been dogged in her determination to go to Beijing. Attitude has been keeping tabs on Jane for almost 3 years. We've filmed her cycling around Lake Taupo and at the National Champs. We've interviewed her at home in Wellington. Now she's made the move here to Christchurch to be close to her pilot, Annalise Farrell. She's left her family behind so she can focus her training even more. A tough call for any athlete.
So Jane, what does this year entail for you?
Strength training. We're riding every day up to roughly 3 hours. We have some very long rides a couple of times a week, anywhere between 3-5 hours on the bike. Also we're having gym sessions, which is around 2 hours every couple of days a week. So it's a lot of big commitment there. I mean, Annalisa and I are now eating and sleeping, and our training's always together. It's always full on. There's no coffee breaks in it.
What ultimately is driving you to spend time away from your family, live down here away from your home? What's driving you?
I think that the enjoyment of it and the challenge, and just getting over to Beijing and bringing back these gold medals for ourselves and for New Zealand, to show that other blind people can get out there and do just the same as what I'm doing.
So are you guys doing things any differently?
Yeah, we've actually changed our names now from Pilot and Stoker. Annalisa's the Captain Farrell, and I'm a Rear Admiral Parsons now. And yeah, so no, it's good.
Well, it's great to see you guys. I'm not going to hold you up anymore. Time to do some more training, I think.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, Captain, let's go.
Alrighty ho. We'll catch you later.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Matt Slate is a sprinter with success at 2 Paralympics under his belt. He's also got his eye on a medal at Beijing. 2007 was a big year for Matt. He got married, moved to Auckland and started a new job. But his coach Andrew McLennan is still based in Christchurch. To maintain the momentum of their Paralympic campaign, Matt flies down there for training every 2 weeks, a cost met by PNZ.
Andrew and I have been together since 2003, so I've been together a very long time, and we've been very successful together. Even though a lot of the time we have trained apart and I've been around the country, I get on really well with him and he gets on really well with me. I'd go and kick his ass, he'd kick my ass if I'm not training hard enough.
Matt's training sessions in Auckland are videoed regularly by PNZ performance analyst Jason Healy. That ensures coach Andrew can keep a close eye on Matt's performance, even from a distance.
Other countries are investing far more than New Zealand in their athletes, but PNZ is confident our athletes are getting everything they need to achieve the goal of 13 medals.
As we know, the investment is considerably greater in Australian sport and English sport. But, when you take on a target, you know what the challenges are, you know what the obstacles are, and you make a choice whether to be in or not. So despite the fact that we don't have the same investment and we won't win the same number of medals, I think the formula is still the same. Is that you set a target, you look at the obstacles, you try to remove those, and then you just implement your plan and relentlessly keep focused on your medal target.
Of course, there is one team that I haven't mentioned, the Wheel Blacks. We won gold in Athens and we'll be doing our best to win another one in Beijing.
Just to add to the confusion, I'm still also the Wheel Blacks coach and will be through to Beijing. So, Curdy, I'll be keeping a close eye on your training program.